Hey there YouTube, I'm with my second Madden mobile video of the day, and in this video I am going to bring in the stuff I forgot to talk about. There was one more new set that can be completed, and I'll go through that, and also I promised in the last one to go through Elite Trophy prices, and I did not, so I will go ahead and rectify both those things now. So this is another new set that we have, Elite Player Pack, and if you put in an Elite Player and an Elite Trophy, you will get another random Elite Player. Now this is a set, interestingly enough, I'm of the opinion that if you have enough Elite Trophies to do this, and enough Elite Players, which I do, since base elites are so worthless this time, I think that there's a good chance you could get lucky off of this and get like a really good legend or get somebody who's worth some more coins. However, I'm not 100% sure that that would be the case. So, I don't know if I'm really going to try this one much. I mean, giving up an elite trophy and an elite player to get like another elite player, what if you even end up with the same player? Which would be very EA-esque, I guess I would say. So, I'm not sure of my interest in the set, but if other people start having luck with it, I might take a stab at it. But one of the big determining factors and reasons that I won't at this time, there, by the way, is the first 99 Cam Chancellor on the auction house going for 10 mil. And he should get 10 mil for all the work that he had to do to build him. But what we're going to do now is go through Elite Trophy prices. And Friday, Flashback Friday, when they brought out the 10 new flashbacks, Elites absolutely spiked. I think given the pull rates and people were just starving for good players, everybody wanted Jerry's Bird or Andre Johnson or all these great flashbacks that came out that I think the elite market really went into a frenzy. I mean, it was just absolutely insane. So, what we're going to do is check elite trophy prices right now and see what they're going for. And all right, so now we are sitting back at 17.5. And what happened with me is once that happened on Friday and I saw elite trophy prices spike, I decided, you know what, at 17.5 per copy, there's just no way. There's just no way that I can hold on to these things, even with the trophy monster coming or anything. And it ended up being the best decision I could have made, unloading them at those time. I had about 120 of them, and I made 2 million coins. And those I sold. This is Auction House 2 at 17.5. It looks like the current going. There's some of them. I know that one's not sitting. Somebody just bid instead of. Yeah, so at 15, yeah. At 15,000, they're starting to sit. So it's starting to correct itself and come back down um, for the pricing for those trophies. But the elites were certainly something that I made a lot of money off of, and a lot of other people did too. So when you look at it right now, there's some people selling it for the normal 10 grand. It seems to be about the going price, and yeah, they're starting to sit there at 15. So it's starting to come back down. Uh, it was a good market to take advantage of, and that's really how it works. You know, an event will come out that requires an item that wasn't previously very desirable or super desirable. And once that event came out that needed those items, the pricing of the items spikes, then everything corrects itself and it starts to come back down a bit. And that's what we're seeing with the elite trophy market. But when you see something like that, if there's another way you can get elite trophies, which one of the ways that you can potentially do a pretty good job at getting some elite trophies and for sure making profit. And this is a pretty good way to do that. Try to snipe gold players and put them in the 10 trophy set and just see how you do. And usually at that, if you don't pay much more than 1,500 coins, you're doing pretty well. So here's one way to do it. And you can see there are a lot of gold players that sell at that money. So you really have to stay on it. It's a very grinding way to try to make coins, but it's definitely a good potential way to do it. Another way you could possibly do it is you could look for golds that are bidding in that range. And just as an example, try to outbid a couple people. That's too rich for my blood. That's not too bad. Alright. And you can see what kind of a grinding process that you have here. Sitting there fighting it out for gold players. But I just wanted to show the example. Another thing you could do, really, this is something I used to do last year when all else failed, elite prices came down and positional heroes, everybody was kind of doing the same thing, stockpiling elites and then undercutting each other when the positional hero was announced. So that became kind of a no profit type situation too. But if you go back through these bids and just keep on going, you might, and I'm going to go here back 5 minutes and try to find auctions that don't have any bids on them. Okay, so it doesn't have a bid, starting off at 1,000, and we're going to take all these in the hopes that somebody doesn't bid on them. Maybe somebody won't look at them, and that way you just kind of sneak under the radar. You do well. See somebody bid on that one, and it's just another way to do a bidding process. Then if it's something that you really kind of need, like a gold player at a position for positional heroes or whatever, another thing that you could do is if it's something that's kind of high in demand, just as an example, go a little bit higher because you need the item. 1,300 to 1,500 is still pretty cheap. And let's say, for example, I believe one of the positional heroes next week is an offensive guard. Alright, so we're going to see what's out there. And we're going to go back quite a bit and see at this. So we're paying a little bit more. We're not absolutely sniping or stealing. But if you have to get a quantity of one particular item, in this case gold, offensive guards, and get in there and have a reasonable shot at getting them. So that's just another way you can do that. And if you have enough coins, which I've got a lot of coins at this time, you could just go through and say keep the prices cheap, gold players at 1,000 to 1,300 coins, and you could go back a couple hours and just start clicking them off and just hope that people miss it. And it's a pretty labor intensive way to try to make coins or get players, but it can be effective for sure, especially if you're doing it in the middle of the night. So just another way to try to get that. But if you get just random players at 1,000 coins or 1,200 coins or something like that, stick the gold players into the 10 trophy set, you'll make out. I promise you that. And the numbers are going to be in your favor at that point. You'll probably get at least one elite and at least a couple golds out of there, which recovers your costs. And then all the other trophies are just extra profit. And you'll usually get that out of the 10 trophy set. So that's my video for the day. Went a little bit longer than I really wanted to, but I just wanted to show you a couple ways to make coins and go over a couple other things. Thanks for watching. Always remember Papa Raider, Ryan, and Aiden Sapphire. They're in my YouTube channels as well. Thanks for watching.